is happening, Magnus? Got a question to answer today. This one seems pretty serious. Didn't even read the whole thing, just read a couple of lines. I could always tell if I want to answer a question by the first couple of lines. So he says, "Hello, Tyrone. Let me start off by saying that I'm sorry for acting creepy by sending this message to you." I don't know what he means by that, but that got my attention. He says, "My name is blank, and I'm 15 years old. I'm sending this message because I need some advice to cope or heal from a broken heart and a broken mind. This year has been the worst of my life, and I don't know how long I will last. What has happened this year is my granddad died from cancer, my girlfriend left me, and my best mate, for my best mate. My parents are splitting up and no one wants to speak to me." We mean no one wants to speak to you? Your parents aren't talking to you? It's strange. This sounds like really bad. All that in 1 year is real bad. Or really wants to see me. No one wants to speak to me or really wants to see me. There's also so much more that has brought me to this point. I am now weak at the knees and crying for help, but there's no one that will help me. My biggest fear at the moment is losing my friends, my family, and everything else. From all the things that have happened, I have developed a depression and anxiety. But also from that I got suicidal thoughts, and I just want to put a bullet through my head. I can't talk to anyone because everyone thinks I'm calling for attention. I don't expect you to respond or to see any of these messages that I have sent you, but if you do see them, please do provide me with some advice. First thing up front, guys, whenever you write me and you say you'll probably never read this, a lot of times I just skim over them because you're pessimistic and you're displaying a very loser-ish mentality. But most of the time I do read them anyway, just to make sure it's not something like this. You know what I mean? But like, for those of you that are always thinking negative, if you're like, "Hey, you'll probably never read this, but hey, just wanted to ask you a question. So I'm going over here today and I'm not going to even answer you because you came at me negative." Learn to think positive. As long as y'all been watching me, you know I always tell y'all to be positive and think the brighter side of things. So maybe Tyrone will answer you next time. How about you say, "Hey, hope you see this. I got a question." How about that? So anyway, but I also want to say, let me see here. But I also want to say a huge thank you for being as awesome as you are today. I've watched your videos since the very beginning and continue to be awesome as you are. Thank you. Plus, there's so much more stuff that has happened to me this year that has left me scared. And I've phoned lifelines that are for suicidal tendencies like Samaritans, etc., but it does not seem to be working. I came to you because I thought it was worth a try, but maybe I was just wasting your time when that's the only thing people see me as now. I don't know who cares about me. Like I said before, I don't even think you would want to listen, but it's worth a try. And I'm sorry if I have wasted your time. All right. So, first of all, it ain't never that bad. If you've been watching me from the beginning and you've been watching my Magnus Answers videos, you know that it ain't never that bad that you gotta kill yourself. I get it. I've been through my own anxiety. I've been through my own depression. I've lost girlfriends before. I've lost parents. I've lost grandparents. And my parents never stayed together. Now, granted, it didn't all happen in the same year like it happened to you. Usually you get time in between certain things to deal with. You know, maybe it's 2 things that might happen in a year, but yours looks like 3. 3 or 4, let's see, yeah. So here's I'm gonna break this down real quick, okay? With each problem that you're having here. Your granddad died from cancer. That's a very sad thing, but such is life. You have to, understand people do get sick and they pass away. And I understand that it's hard to deal with. My mom died of cancer. I had an aunt that died of cancer. I had a granddad that had a heart attack. Uncle that was hit by a car. You see what I'm saying? Like, it happens, man, and it's never easy to deal with, especially if you were close to your grandpa. But death is one thing you're gonna have to get used to in life. You know what I mean? Because it's going to happen to different people, and you have to learn how to, learn from it, grow from it, and move on. You know what I mean? And I'm not being cold in any way. I get it. I've had people very close to me die. Even my dog, that kind of traumatized me. You know what I mean? When he passed away. So I get it. Your girlfriend left you for your best friend. He was never your best friend in the first place. She was never a good girlfriend in the first place. And trust me, they will get theirs. Karma, has a way of working itself out, paying people back. I got a buddy who just got done messing with this girl who he thought was like the baddest thing he could pull and the best thing in the world. And she left him, just dropped him high and dry like it was nothing. And still tried to be cool with him. Come to find out, he had the privilege of being present to see a guy drop her on the spot. Broke up with her right then and there. She didn't even know he seen it. He told me he was sitting on the porch like Thanos when that was us. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh, man. I know that felt good. You see what I'm saying? Karma. He found out she was a hoe and all this other stuff that she was doing behind his back and stuff he didn't know. I'm telling you, when you lose a girl, you weren't meant to have her in the first place. Unless it was, like you cheated on her or something like that. That's different. If she leave you for your best friend, come on, man. Don't even worry about it. I was your age at one time. I had my first girlfriend until I was 18. And it was one of those things when we broke up. It was one of those things where I was like, oh God, like I'll never find anyone like her. And then I found another chick and she was even better. And then there was another, and when we'd stopped talking, that devastated me. At that time, she was the hottest girl I ever pulled. I've pulled chicks twice as hot as that chick since then. Trust me, at 41 years old, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm 41. I've been through what you've been through. I know it sucks. It's your best friend. You'll find more friends. Okay? And you'll find more girlfriends. Trust me on that. And your parents are splitting up. I'm not sure exactly what you meant by no one wants to talk to you. I'm not sure if it's like your parents are splitting up and they're angry at each other. And every time you want to talk to them, you want to talk to them about staying together. But they don't want to stay together, so they really avoid talking to you. I don't know if it's something like that. Divorces happen. Ain't nothing you can really do about it. It's something that your parents have gotten to. And if they want to split, they want to split. If they're going to stay together, they would work it out. This is another thing. This happened to a girlfriend of mine when I was with her. Parents split up. Her dad left her mom so that he could transition into a woman. Yeah. That was a very interesting view to have while that was going on. Okay? Devastated her. But she moved on. It happens. It happens. You get what I'm saying? what you gonna, first of all, I've already told you, it's not worth killing yourself. All right? Your parents are gonna be fine. You'll go to live with one or the other. I know that sucks. You pick the one you want to live with, and you visit the other one. It's just how it is, man. I would encourage you to learn EFT. Look it up on YouTube, type it in. EFT for depression, EFT for anxiety, EFT for grief, okay? EFT for loss, EFT for anger. Look it up. It'll teach you how to do it right in the videos. I use it all the time. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I use it. Depressed, I use it. Sad, I use it. Okay? Grieving, I use it. It works like a miracle. It's a form of acupressure that you perform on yourself, and you can get rid of those bad negative feelings that are eating away at you. Another thing you want to see, maybe think about, is seeking professional help. Not just, a hotline, but maybe a therapist. Someone you can sit down and talk to. You know what I mean? Therapists, they can be very helpful. The lifelines, they help you from what I understand, they help you from, pulling the trigger at that point. But you, I think, are going to want to speak to someone at your school, your guidance counselors, your teachers. Most teachers care. So you speak to them, you can get that help. Also, you might want to speak to your parents. You might want to say to them, listen, because of grandpa dying, my girlfriend leaving me, and you guys splitting up, I've been thinking about killing myself. Tell them that. Either tell them out loud, or send them both emails, or write them both a note, whatever way you feel is best, that they'll get the message. Do that. Okay? Because your parents, I'm sure, for the most part, most parents care. Okay? And if you can't talk to your parents about it, you can't tell your parents that you've been thinking about killing yourself and you've been going through anxiety and depression, then you need to talk to your grandmother, you need to talk to an aunt, you need to talk to uncles, you need to talk to other friends. You get what I'm saying? You're saying people think you want attention. There's at least one person out there. One. Whether it's a guidance counselor, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a friend, an acquaintance, could be an aunt, uncle, could be a cousin. Somebody out there does not think you want attention. At least one. And when there's one, there's usually more. So I think you're going to be all right. I really do. I think you're going to be all right. Do everything I told you to do in this video, okay? Learn EFT. Look up those videos. Speak to a family member. Also, speak to someone professional. All right? Write me back and let me know how everything worked out. Make sure you're also hanging around people that make you smile and laugh. Watching things on TV and on the internet that make you smile and laugh. And only occupying yourself with things that are positive. Okay? Because you need that positive energy in your life. Alright? Post comments down below, everybody. Let me know what you all thought. If you need to write me, you can write me, preferably at my Facebook fan page. That's where I like most to be sent. Do not send anything to my business email. That's a good way to get blocked, because only business is supposed to go there. So, yeah. And you can write it on my wall, or you can send me a private message, however you want to do it. Preferably, I like the wall, though, because I can just scroll through the wall and see everything that, I need to do. 10 million subscribers. Woo.
You may now subscribe.